Nick here. I'm going to show something special today. If you didn't read the title, I'm going to share my binder. It's my own personal collection. The reason I want to share it though is because I don't really have a lot of valuable cards. Oh, I'll take it back. I have some valuable cards, but they're not as valuable as people think they are, but they do hold a lot of sentimental value. So in that regards, there's a lot of value. I also just got this mat today in the mail. Zero Damage Gaming. If you don't know, that's Solemn Vanguard's company. So I saw the art, had to pick it up. I'm not really a big Grand Blue player, but I thought it was really cool. I might make a playmat video maybe one day if you guys are interested in seeing my playmat collection. It is getting a little insane on the mats, so I might have to start cutting back on purchasing them. Anyway, let's take a look at my binder. This is what I use here. Nothing too fancy. It's just an Ultra Pro binder. I forgot what it was. There's like a special name for it, but there's a zipper and everything like that. So I like it because it does have a 4-card slot per thing. So it's easier to show off play sets. But anyway, so the binder itself, it has a bunch of different games as well. A good chunk of it is Vanguard, but there are other cards from other games as well. So this is kind of like a little history of all the games I've played in the past and things that I just kind of kept, even though I don't play those games anymore. So anyway, so let's go ahead. Let's take a quick look here. Sorry if the angle's a little bad, but oh well. Okay, so first page here, these are a bunch of promos that you can get for attending BCSs or Springfest, or in Japan, I think they're called the Buddy Fight Grand Fest, whatever it's called. Anyway, so I got a bunch of those. This one is the Shioko Continental prize card. I got that off an auction. I did not win it, so I'm not that good at Weiss. I do play Weiss a little bit, but I'm not that good. But anyway, she's like the mascot for Weiss Schwartz, and in general, the mascot for Vanguard or anything that's Bushiroad related. This right here, this Chrono Jet Dragon, was also, I believe it's supposed, yeah, it's a World's Finals promo, so you had to go to Worlds to get it. That was also when the World Championship player group, how would you say that? The amount of players that qualify was a lot lower than we have today. So it's not an easy card to get. I did get this also off an auction, so got actually pretty good deals for them. Chrono Duran G is actually a promo card that my friend won. He was, I forgot what it was. I think it was in Pomona. That's where the tournament was. Or it might have been moved to Anaheim already, but I can't remember the venue. But he did really well. He qualified for nationals, so this was actually the last nationals we had. So as you know, Vanguard changed the tournament structure where you would have to win a regionals, qualify for nationals, then go to worlds. Now it's just when you win regionals, top 3 goes to worlds. First place gets paid shares, and the other 2 has to pay. These are the gift markers that they gave out recently. I do have the Force one, and unfortunately, they don't put like a hot stamp, so I don't know which one is which when they did the Springfest for 2019 and 2018. So that was a missed opportunity for Bushiroad, but whatever. So I have Force markers, but they are decked, so you don't have any there. Here we have this Narukami promo card. I think it's an Eradicator or something. Licked. I can't remember his name, so sorry. I should have double checked it before I left, but it was from the Vanguard Festival. Yep, it says Festival right there. I did live in Japan for a few years, so I had a chance to enter those events. And then this one was the 2014. This was for Royal Paladin, if I remember correctly, and that's the what is it, Seekers. So that was really cool. Those were fun. I remembered when I first entered the tournament in Japan. So you get these as when you walk in. You don't have to enter the tournament to get these. It's like in a goodie bag. You had to buy a ticket prior, and then when you give them your ticket, they'll give you the card. So I did enter their team league, and I remember the deck I used was the original Dragonic Overlord, the Yen. So that was a really strong deck. I also brought a Gold Paladin deck because Gold Paladin was also really good. Did not do too well, but it was very fun. This was the first promo I got when I first came back from Japan, because I was only there for a few years. This is the Genesis Spring Fest, so that means that this was a Team League promo. And then we got Fiercebow, I think that's his name. He's the 2015 BWC, so that means Bushiroad World Championship qualifiers. Eventually, they kind of just call it BCS. So at the time, BWC was the name. And actually, BWC, as you can tell from the Chrono Jet that I showed earlier. Let's go down here. This Chrono Jet, we'll just take it out. So it's from the same season right there. Okay, I'm just going to move the camera down a little bit here. Next, we have the Spring Fest. This is the Gear Chronicle promo, 2016. So again, just to make sure we are all on the same page, Spring Fest means Team League, BWC/BCS are the individual tournaments. So 2016, these were the promos given. And then for Shadow Paladin, for BCS 17, and then Autumn. So this one was a little special. So for Spring 2017, there was no Team League. Instead, it was 1 year straight BCS, regional single format only, 2-day tournament. It was quite insane, but that was really cool though. I think that was when Vanguard was at its peak, like most competitive, because it was split to 2 days. So you had to have like an X2 record to qualify for day 2. Although even if you X2, you still probably didn't top 8, but it was cool. So I did enter a few of the, I believe I only have one of this guy, but then I have multiples of Lady Skylar because I did enter multiple autumn tournaments. So on here, I have the 2017 Grand Fest promos. So in the United States, they did the Grand Fest. It was the first time they did it. The promo are the Try 3 group. And I believe, if I remember correctly, the art is like made just for the event. So this promotional art was not used in Japan, so that's pretty cool. There's also flavor text. And it's just Chrono and Shiona Togaha speaking. They're talking about American card fighters, yeah. So that's kind of cool. So you can see that. Kind of blurry. There we go. Okay. Also, what made that tournament fun, there was a Bermuda Bermuda Triangle tournament. They were also introducing Prismatic Divas. If I remember correctly, that was the tournament for that. And it was our sneak peek, and I believe our sneak peek was actually like the release date for Japan, so that was kind of cool. Here we got 2018 Spring Fest. Yeah, so Spring Fest came back, and they gave out this card. It was cool. And then BCS 2018. Let's see if I can see that more clearly. There you go. BCS 2018 was the first time we split standard and premium. So for the standard, was the Wingle, and then for premium, we had Conroe. So there was 2 promos for that now. So no more day 1, day 2 type deal. Day 1 is standard, day 2 is premium. So not as super competitive because what happens a lot of times, people that wanted the promos would just go in and just drop. So that's quite unfortunate. Still a hard tournament to win. So it's, if anything, it just speeds up the tournament, but whatever. Here we have our Kara Expo 2018 promos. Was it 2018? Sorry, it's been a while since I looked at this. Yep, 2018. So they were dated. If I remember correctly, these were actually not in the goodie bags. You had to, so you get like a little booklet when you enter, and in that booklet you can redeem a little prize. So that's how you would get these. You had a choice between like cards or deck boxes, and in general I prefer cards with the hot stamp with the dates, because it's like kind of like a reminder that I was at that event. And then I do have some Y Schwartz promos because there was a few times where I was able to just enter the Weiss event. I remembered the most memorable one was my friend, let's see here, this it'll go up to here. I'm kind of jumping ahead, but when we got that promo, my friend was borrowing my Weiss deck. It was a cabbage deck for Konosuba. Pretty much, it was just a meme. They were all cabbages. So, Springfest, you had the Haruhi promo, and the Bushiroad World Qualifier, you had Asuna. And then for Springfest, or the Grand Fest, for 2017, they were Bang Dream, different dated promos there. Then you had the Buddy Fight Grand Fest promos 2017. And again, this is the 2017 BCS Autumn. That was fun because we played in it and we did pretty bad. My friend, like I said, my friend did use the cabbage deck, so that was hilarious. This is the Catwoman promo, BCS 2019, and then this is the Springfest Sakura 2019. So those were all the regional tournaments, so promos that I have. These are actually prize cards, so back at the local shops, if you remember, it's been like so long since I've been there, but if you win, you get a hot stamp card, and they were dated. So I believe, like, I want to say a few I actually had to pay for. A lot of times, you know, first place and second place would split. So I want to be honest, I didn't really get first place in every single one of them, but a good chunk of them I have gotten first or second. Anyway, these are dated, started with January 2017, it's still 2017, but this is February. You got a Royal here, you have a Nova Grappler here, Tachikaze, Gold Paladin, Spica. I believe when this came out, a Bermuda set also dropped, and this was one of the promos that I actually did not win. I straight up bought it because we were at a regionals, played around, didn't do too well, and when we left, we stopped by a few card shops, and the card shop owner just had them for sale for like $1. He just dumped them on there, so there was that. Okay, and then we're going on to August 2017, so that's the Royal Paladin. Here was a Slapstick Worker. I remembered when this card came out, Solemn Vanguard made a video talking about how this card sucks. Well, I don't think he said it sucked, but he was saying like it wasn't that great, while Japan was getting cards like Melum and stuff as their promo, so definitely I get what he was saying. We got cards like this, so pretty bad. Then we have a Dubatama promo. Then we have Gang Assault Dragon. Then we have Mont Blanc, Blue Storm Battle Princess, Tampering Beaver, and then Commander Laurel was a surprise. that's a really good card for a promo. And then we have Magical Yelnina. There are others. I kind of stopped really collecting them because they stopped putting the dates, and so that's where it stopped. If I want to say this was the last dated promo, but anyway. Next, we're going to go into my expensive stuff, my Bermuda Triangle cards. These right here came from the Japanese Blu-ray box set. We'll be getting these soon, I believe in July for the English format. They're just vanilla melodies and force markers. Very cool. I know that this one right here is probably, these two right here are going to be the money ones for sure, because everyone love, I think his name was like Poku, whatever. I only watched like one episode of the Bermuda anime, to be honest. It was all right. In the rest, I kind of just had to play in the background once in a while, or I try to watch it. It was I had high expectation for the show, and unfortunately, it wasn't that great. This right here, I think this is a Turia card. Yeah, so you get this in the Turia trial deck. So had that right here. All right, next we'll get into some of my SPs. Now this is actually a promo. This is a promo Stride Fodder. Pretty rare, I think. I don't know where else they gave them, but it was during, I want to say it was the 2017 Grand Fest. It was one of those big tournaments in Anaheim, and they had a Bermuda Triangle only tournament, and it was the only time I actually saw an event like that in America. They do it in Japan, but in the United States they don't really do Bermuda only tournaments. So I entered it, and it was a busted tournament because Prismatic Divas was not formally released. They were selling the boxes, as like a sneak peek kind of deal. And so you had access to like Loris, Anj, all that good stuff. But the cards were like not really easy to get per se at that tournament, because you can go buy it from the place, the Bushiroad store. But some people chose not to. And the event organizer said that they were perfectly legal. So I went ahead and just built a Harmony Loris deck, and I kind of just curb stomped everyone. Not sure if you guys were there, but so I apologize if you guys don't recall that part, but I went undefeated, and then on the final round, I had to leave because the artist for Turia was having her autograph session. So I asked the judge, staff, whatever, can I just go do it real quick? And they said that if I do go, then I will have to take it as a game loss, or scoop and whatever. So I'd rather take the loss to get her autograph. The prize was pretty much this. Yeah, I believe everyone got one for entering, or they only gave it out to the top 8 or top 4 score-wise. So they actually gave me an extra one of these, and I gave it to my friend. But this was pretty cool. Very special. Got 2 SP Loris. This was from the original Bermuda Academy set. So that was their pretty much G format booster. Shizuku, she's cool. Amelia, best girl right there. Very important if you were playing Bermuda Triangle. I don't know if you guys are new players or not, but Link Joker was a very big threat still. So getting locked sucked, and then there was also Kagura with removal. So that was all bad, and so they introduced a bunch of resist units, so Amelia was one of them. I have a grade 1 Riviere here, SP. I actually pulled the SP clan pack. I can't remember if that was recorded or not, but yeah, you guys can try to find it in my old videos. But I am using the grade 2 and Courage for my main deck, so that's why they're not in this binder. Here's the grade 3 Riviere. She'll never see play again, unfortunately, unless we ever do like a classic format. We got some Liddies. They are actually really cheap, these ones. And then this Liddy is a little expensive. This is from the Academy set. But yeah. Next I have, it looks like a play set of Loris, but it's actually not. I don't know if you can tell, but one of them is actually Japanese. Can you guys tell? Give you guys a minute. And this one. The reason I picked up the Japanese version is I wanted to see the foiling. So you can kind of see it. It's like a diamond foil. While the English one was kind of like a wave. Like a sun ray. Kind of hard to tell, but oh well. Next is a play set of Alk. Fun card. It's funny because she actually has a whole story for her card arc. So this is Pinnacle Alk right here. And then I have 4 Ayana. The 2 are the wedding SPs and 2 are the standard SPs. Definitely needed for the Harmony deck. So that's why I had the 4 here. Next, this is the Page of Shame. Very expensive page, but it's unfortunately no longer good. Anj, I was still short 1. I need a 4th one to have my complete SP playset, but for some reason it's still super expensive even after the restriction. Sandies, I did get them at a pretty good price because I got them when it was still early. But effectively when Ellie got banned, Sandy was out. So Bushiroad knew what they were doing when they were doing that ban list, because people kept thinking of how they should hit Sandy, or hit Sandy reduces to 1 or 2. Instead they just ban Ellie and that fixes the Sandy problem. So oh boy. Next we have a play set of Chouchou Blanc. It's a cheap SP, so enough said about that. Got 2 standard SP voice lures here. They're not the wedding SPs because those are crazy expensive. I got 2 Anj from the Revival collection. And then I have 3 Tinos, so I do need 1 more for a playset. Next we have some of the other kinds of Ellie. I got the wedding SP Ellie and then the standard SP. Got 2 Shizuku SPs. I got the Twinkle Happiness Pacifica. I think this was from, oh no, it's from the main set too. It's an SP. Here are some of the Highlander SPs. I do have the, I think silver signature one. I pulled that out of my case. So a little unlucky on that, but oh well. And then I believe I did, nope, this is Garnet. I bought that one. That was a cheap one. And unfortunately, if you see the premium collection, they kind of made Garnet very sad because Royal Paladin and Shadow got the same card. Then we got Vita Wedding, Vert Wedding, Wiz Wedding, Kaname. This one I actually did pull. There's a video of that, so that was a cool one. And then this one was also pulled. This Prism Wedding was, I believe I got that I opened that at my local card shop, so that was fun. Here are the Legendary Idol Rares, standard rarity for the Highlander cards, and then these are just some loose Bermuda cards that I did not want to just throw in a box. So I got Amelia, Alk, there's a SVR Seer, a standard Sandy, the 2 different types of Lorises, the Loris Crit Trigger, and Alk. That was from the summer set. I actually have a few of the summer promos. It came with a clear file. I bought it when I was in Hawaii. They did a tournament there, and funny story with that, my friend actually played Bermuda Triangle in the Hawaii regional, and because he didn't do too well on that, I played. What did I play? Aquaforce, because Lambros was a thing, and I did not do well either. And then his girlfriend actually competed with us too, because going to Hawaii, why wouldn't you want to go? So she went with us just to play for the regional and then just have fun. But she actually played Thing Saver. Oh god, Thing Saver, yeah. And she did way better than us. So that shows that we had no idea what we were doing. Next, some more loose cards. SV Arcanon, a foil crit. This, I believe, yeah. I actually just pulled this. You can watch that in one of my other videos. I got that recently. Loris, Shandy, Rio. There's a joke with this because I want to pull one. I never pulled one before ever, so I'm trying to go for that. And then these are the promos we never got in English. Really wish they would release it. So Bushy Road, come on. These are the Yukata / summer festival. So not like the summer swimsuits, but summer festival. And then you have Alkir campaigning to be the #1 Bermuda Triangle unit. So she was doing a vote for that. To get these promos, you actually had to buy a book, a comic it book. It's one of my rare items here. Unfortunately, it's a little damaged, but it's pretty much an art book for all the Bermuda sets up to Academy. So that's really cool. If you guys want to see a little bit of that, let me know and I'll make a video. Here are some Gear Chronicle stuff. If Bermuda wasn't being played right now, Gear Chronicle would be my other main clan, I guess you would say. Unfortunately, Gear Chronicle is not where I would like it to be, so it's not being played, unfortunately. But big fan of Gear Chronicles. Got my Arlums, got my Gear Necks. I have my Dust. Dust is completely useless right now, unfortunately, so he's in the binder. I got 2 Hetero Round Dragon SPs and a Rafana. Here we got some Pegasus. I got Avenir Phoenix. I believe there's actually a few in here. Yep, there's a couple behind there. I got Arca, and then some of the Zodiac Time Beast hot stamps. I don't know what happened to the others, but when Zodiac Time Beast was still in its vanilla state, actually I built quite the anime deck where I had one of each hot stamp, at least one of each hot stamp. So I played multiples of these guys, but every single hot stamp was in the deck, so that was cool. So there you go, some more. Here's a Chronodran SP, some next stages. I do have these as SPs, but they are in the Gear Chronicle deck. Some Arlums here. Then we got Chronojet. These are just like loose cards here. Yep. Next are some more old school cards. Well, not these. Asha's not that old school, but this is a Mika SP done by Nage K. I think that's what it says right there. So those are for the folks up that does like Clanad and stuff. So pretty good art. These Ezzles, classic BT06 Ezzles right here. Some Ashas. So Gavriel, Alexandros, CD Maiden, some Neonectars, and there's a Thavis here. Skyrus, there's a Blaster Blade Aichi, CEO Amaterasu. This is from the Quilly art, and then these were some promos that I got when I was in Japan. They were in like the goodie bag. This right here was given out at the Springfest 2019. At first, for a while, I didn't know what it was for until someone told me, but that's cool. And then these are some of my tickets, badge numbers and stuff that I saved. Unfortunately, I am missing a chunk of them, so, but it does show all the tournaments I did play. So there you go. Next, these are my autograph cards. So back in the day, Bushiroad used to bring the artists to the regionals. So got some of these cards signed here. These were actually signed at Anime Expo. Yosuke Adachi was there for that. This was signed in Pomona by Kana. I think that was her name. Some more promo, or not promos, but some more cards signed. Fumadori cards signed here. And I think that ends my Vanguard stuff. So here's some Luck and Logic, real quick. And then here is some Yu-Gi-Oh! Played Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot during my childhood, so even though I don't like the game now, unfortunately it's not where I would like it to be. I try to play it, and it's still super expensive. I mean, Vanguard's expensive. I spent a lot of money on Vanguard, sure. But Vanguard, you can build the competitive decks without breaking the bank, while in Yu-Gi-Oh!, unfortunately, you're gonna have to sell a kidney, so not really gonna do much for that. So there's some cards here. I got some Japanese cards in there. Some Dark Magician Girls, because she's so cool. Here's an old Monster Reborn here. Some these were from the anniversary collection. We never got this in English. I did play a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! In Japan, so I did pick some up there, but I kind of stopped. Victory Dragon's cool. Got some God cards. Tokens. This card right here, I got it out of a promo pack in Japan. I believe you can't use it, though. It's not a legal card. It's actually something under it. Oh, I gotta go behind this card. Cool. Good to know. Naruto. This was a big part of my life right here when I played card games. Naruto was huge. Shout out to ADP winning me a lot of games. Gara wins me a lot of games. These cards were signed by the people that designed the card. So for Naruto, if you win their Sanin, I think that was they do the tournaments based on ranking, and then ninja rankings. If you win their Sanins, then you can design a card. So this card was actually designed by two people, and I do know them quite well. They're not like locals, but they are in the area. Then I got the Long Way to Reinforcement signed. This was a fun card. Good memories with this. Monster Research. I never actually met the person, unfortunately. And same with Just Like Drifting Clouds. Here we had some Japanese games. I don't know. What's this one from? Let's see here. Project Revolution? I was going to say Evolution. Project Revolution. It's Haruhi, because I was super into Haruhi back in the day. Lucky Star. And I think this is from Lisi. And then I also played some Bleach. So these were some of the autograph cards that I got. Actually, all of these right here, I got from a friend when I moved to Japan. He gave them to me as a gift. Got that out of a pack. And I don't remember about these ones, how I got those, but yep. And then here's some more Weiss promos. Some more Weiss stuff. These cards are face down. I set them face down prior to the video because they are quite saucy. So I'll keep them face down. Here's some Pokemon stuff. I got my These two are probably one of my most favorite cards. Good memories. Because I did play Pokemon competitively for a little bit. And these were like, they literally, you can pick whatever deck you wanted. And with this as your engine, your deck would do exactly as you want it to do. So that was cool. So some waifu Pokemon cards. They have really cool full art trainers or supporters, so I always try to get them while I can. She's really cool. I actually just got her in Pokemon Masters. Had a really play. I think you got to grind that one actually. So. And then some Pikachus. Some more random stuff. These are Battle Spirit cards. If you ever watch my old Battle Spirit videos, you might remember seeing them there. And then there's some more promos. I don't know what happened to Serena. She's somewhere. I don't know. Can't find her. But anyway, that is my binder collection. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing these cards as much as I enjoyed sharing them, because they definitely brought back some good memories. These were fun. Like I said, some of the cards are definitely valuable, but a lot of them do have sentimental. They're worth more sentimentally than they're monetary. So none of it's for sale, so don't ask, guys. Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you guys enjoyed the content, make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.